would like to ask the judges, after finishing their scoring, to submit their results to Drew Young, sitting to my right here, for the final tally. While the judges and Drew are tabulating the results, I would like to share with everyone some of the accomplishments and activities of each of our student participants here this evening. These activities can be for school and/or their community, and I would like to relay to you also their future goals and ambitions that they would have. Lance Solarioli is a junior. He's in band, the concert and jazz band at Bishop Kenrick. He's on National Honor Society, Spanish Club, and is currently working at Bradley's. And his future goals will be attending Drexel and majoring in architectural engineering. Lance, would you please stand? Chadwick Hart, he's a senior, Norristown High School. Chad gave me a little extra information here. He states, my education in Norristown Area High School has been most helpful to me. Besides the rigorous academic courses offered, many other opportunities have been available, which have provided me with experience that are both unique and helpful. For example, I have worked in the Communications Center of the Norristown Area School District for the past 2 years. I am an anchorman on our district-wide live television news show, Eagle News. I have my own video series, the Awareness Series, which discusses topics that are important and relevant to our times. Such topics as smoking, drinking and driving, eating disorders, and others of special interest to teenagers have been discussed on these series. From December 1985 to May of '86, I was part of a mentorship program and worked under the direction of Representative Joseph Lassinger. I learned a great deal about politics and law during that rather brief time, enough to encourage me to pursue a career in these fields. Recently, I have a wonderful experience in Washington, D.C., where I participated in the presidential classroom for a week in February. On March 6th, I was a Norristown Area High School team member at the Academic Decathlon. As a member of National Honor Society, I coordinated a school-wide effort to provide food for the needy at Christmas. The collection was an unqualified success and resulted in hundreds of cans of foodstuffs being donated to a local church. Chad has applied to Cornell University, where he hopes to study political science. This will help him fulfill the goal mentioned above, and that is to become involved in law and politics. Chad? Bridget McKenna is a junior, Bishop Kenrick High School. She's a member of National Honor Society, tutor. I guess the Student Council is affiliated with Pro-Life, the Legion of Mary, and is currently working at Camelot, a caterers. Bridget's future goals are to go to college and to major in interior design and/or political science. Bridget? Lori Burke is a senior at Norristown High School. She has here that, as she recalls the past 4 years of her high school life, the most influential aspect in her work is with the drama productions. When I was little, I loved to be the center of attention and make people laugh. Throughout my life, this has been a dominant characteristic about me. So I carried this with me to the Norristown Area High School stage. This has given me an opportunity for self-expression, broadened my horizons, and made me a well-rounded person. Since 9th grade, I have been in numerous productions as a performer and as a student director. I was also an intern for Summer Consortium of the Arts. Along with a fellow drama club member, I went to Westchester University for a competition. After a long afternoon of competing, he and I won the first place trophy. This was the first thing that really gave me a feeling of accomplishment, because not only was it a lot of work and memorization, but I was on the crutches from a twisted ankle, an accident that I had had at a lacrosse game the day before the drama competition. Drama club has been a major part of my life, but that is not the only thing that interests me. As you can see from my accident, I am interested in sports such as lacrosse and field hockey. I am recording secretary for the National Honor Society, member of Class Congress, Key Club, Interact, DECA, and serve on the yearbook staff. In addition, I play flute in the school band and have been singing in the concert choir for 4 years. As for the future, I plan to carry all my experiences and all that I have learned to Temple University, where I will major in psychology and minor in theater. Lori? Margot Butler is a junior, Bishop Kenrick High School. Margot is a member of the National Honor Society, tutor, student council as a senator, administrator of the Leader Home volunteer program, which she babysits and does volunteer work. Margot's future goals: attending college, to major in accounting or political science, and to volunteer for the Peace Corps. Margot? Jeff Schmoyer, senior in Norristown High School. As a senior in high school, I can reflect back on the last 4 years and feel good about what I've accomplished. I have not always been a good student. In primary school, my grades and achievements were always far below par for anyone who performed as well as I did on placement tests. In many ways, I was a typical underachiever. But a rather tragic event changed this. 1 week before my freshman year was to start, I fractured my femur at the knee and traumatized the nerves in that leg. This resulted in my immobilization in a hospital bed for 3 months and being homebound until February. I returned to school after 6 months, unable to walk. It was only after therapy that summer that I began to ambulate again. Yet this event brought about good because it changed my attitudes towards life. I learned to value ordinary existence, to feel for people who had to suffer, and to count on my blessings that I was not worse off. I began to achieve the grades I had previously never produced. I worked for a series of goals: to run, to jump, to read this book, to get an A on that essay, to learn to play an instrument, to become popular. I achieved a great many of these goals. Today I lead a very full and busy life. My time split between school and work is also in extracurricular activities such as Key Club and a mentorship program with a local law firm, and he has many hobbies. I also have begun training to race in several bicycle marathons this summer. My plans for the future are not set and carved in stone, but he does have many interests and a broad aptitude in science, creative writing, psychology, and philosophy. I hope to be able to find a career that merges some of these, and at Penn State, where I'm accepted for next fall, I feel I'll be able to explore and find that field. Great. Jeff? Okay, again, I want to thank the students for sharing with us your present and future goals in life. It is a real pleasure to know such a fine group of young men and women. I wish you the best at whatever you do and accomplish. I know you will all succeed. I now will present Youth of the Year certificates to each of the advisors involved with this outstanding group of students. Would Helen Antonelli and Sister Mary Mark please come forward? Sister Mary, Helen, thank you for your help in presenting such a fine group of students for all of us to see this evening. We appreciate your involvement with the youth of our community. you very much. Next, I will present certificates of appreciation to our 3 judges from Toastmasters International for a job well done. Leslie, Marge, and Tony, would you please come forward? Thank you for taking time out from your busy schedules to help with the difficult task of judging these fine speeches. We appreciate your involvement with this most worthy program. Thanks, Drew and Barry. Well, this is a time we've all been waiting for, and yes, we do have a winner. But first, I would like to announce the 3 runners-up in this year's Youth of the Year competition. When I read your name, would you please come to the podium and accept your Youth of the Year certificates? Lance Solarioli, Jeff Schmoyer, and Chadwick Hart.
Did you pick the 3 girls? We have Lori.
We are now down to the final 3 students. Since each student has won a savings bond, I am, of course, unable to present them with their original bonds until contacting the banks tomorrow morning. You will receive your Youth of the Year savings bonds tomorrow at your respective high schools. And now, the 3rd place $50 savings bond winner is Bridget McKenna. Our 2nd place finisher, the $75 savings bond, will go to Margot Butler. And our 1987 Youth of the Year winner with a $100 savings bond is Lori Gerth. Let's give a great round of applause to our student advisors, judging panel, and to all our Youth of the Year participants. Thank you one and all for making this evening's program a special moment in all our lives. The Norristown Exchange Club will always continue to honor the youth of our community. After all, they are the future leaders of our country. Barry, back to you. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Mike, for another wonderful program. Hopefully, you'll be willing to continue doing this for many years into the future. How about if we all give Mike a round of applause? It's not the easiest thing to do to work through Mr. McNamara and me to get to the teachers and the students and everything. We're not always as totally cooperative as could be expected. Sorry, Joe. Speaking for myself. When when you look at the 6 students here this evening, you easily can realize that all the bad things that you might read are not true about the majority of students. You see 6 fine examples of the 2 local high schools within our school district or our school area here. And of course, there are many more in the other schools, but I think that the 6 people that you heard this evening, 6 young people, highly exemplify everything that we hope that we are getting from the youth of today. And I congratulate you, those of you that are parents and grandparents here tonight, and everybody else, the sponsors that had something to do with their presentations, and helped the students and all of their teachers. And with that, I'll end this evening's program. Thank you all for being here and supporting this year's Youth of the Year program. Good night.